Welcome back, folks, to the Parking Lot Preview, Day 2, Game 2 here in Hyannis, but the game being played in Harwich today. I'm Mike Maynard alongside my co-host Matt Coates. We're here for another Harbor Hawks game, coming off a big win last night, taking on the Harwich Mariners in Harwich. Matt, run me through what happened last night.
Yeah, last night, first game of the Cape Cod Baseball League 2024 season. First game where mercy rules were a thing. Across the league, 3 of the 5 games were mercy rules. Isn't that crazy?
Unbelievable.
One of which happening here at McKean Park. Luckily, we were on the good side of the mercy rule. We beat the Falmouth Commodores 10-0 after 6.5 innings. Great performance all around. All but one of our starting lineup reached base safely, which just shows how top to bottom lineup is producing. Our starter, Mr. Jerwa himself, 4 innings pitched, only 1 hit allowed, 3 Ks, 3 walks. Then Aaron Savory came out of the bullpen and did great himself. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 Ks, 2 walks, top to bottom pitching. Offense, defense was great, led to a 10-0 victory. Can't really ask for much more to start the season.
Yeah, like you said, the offense and the defense and the pitching all working well together in unison. A 10-0 victory, you got to have all that stuff come together. Guy that stood out to me, though, John Gazzar, one of our returners, the 3 that made it this year, one of the 3, had a big game, 4 RBIs, 2 for 3 at the plate, played some nice defense over at second base as well. So these guys are ready to play.
Yes.
We knew you picked him as player of the game.
I did.
And look, if I had to give one to him, I think it's him for yesterday's game. But John Gazdar and all the rest of the Harbor Hawks are ready to play a good game tonight against Harwich, who's coming off of a good game. What did they do last night?
Yes, so last night, Harwich was another team that had a mercy rule victory. They played at Katuitt, won 13-2 after 7 full innings at Lowell Park. Michael Anderson hit a 3-run homer to put the game on ice in the top of the 7th, made it 13-2. He had 4 hits, 5 RBIs, 1 home run. Absolutely a monster night for him. So he's basically leading the Cape Cod Baseball League in every statistical category from that victory. Really unfortunate. I talked to John last night before I was interviewing him. I was like, kind of wish we went 9 innings. I wanted you to lead the league in RBIs. And he said, and lo and behold, he was like, if someone else has 5 RBIs, I'll tip my cap to him. Michael Anderson, you're going to see him tonight, John. We'll see what happens. Hopefully John can edge him out, get to the top of that leaderboard. But like you said, offensive firepower here and offensive firepower not too far in Lowell Park last night as well. So 2 teams coming off great wins.
It should be a really good game. Like you said, both offenses really working well. And maybe John's got a little chip on his shoulder.
Hopefully.
Wants to get that league lead in RBIs. Who knows? Should be a good one here tonight. We'll go into the starting pitch-up, though. For Hyannis, Trey Beard getting his first start on Cape. 6'2" left-handed pitcher out of Liberty. 65 innings pitched. Just around a 5.5 ERA, 68 strikeouts, 35 walks. Named to the AAC All-ACC freshman team. 16 appearances, 15 starts this year. So looking to see what we can get out of him tonight. Haven't seen him, obviously, game 2 here, but we saw Jerwa have a good start last night, and then Savory came in out of relief. The pitchers look good. This ops team has seemed to build a pretty good pitching staff so far. Hopefully it continues, knock on wood here. But let me know what you see out of Harwich's starter for tonight.
Yes, Harwich is going to be starting Hayden Lefew, a 6'1" left-handed pitcher out of Wake Forest. When you look at the stats, they may look a bit pedestrian. 35.1 innings pitched, 6.11 ERA with 38 Ks and 27 walks. However, he's very young, just a freshman last season, and I talked to some of our baseball operations guys, and they said he has great stuff. It's just a matter of whether he can command the zone. So we have to watch that tonight. Watch early if he's hitting strikes, getting ahead in the count, and if he is, it could be a long night for the Harbor Hawks. He has great stuff, so he just has to see where he comes out looking tonight.
Yeah, both offenses were on fire the last game for each team, but the pitching, new pitchers. We haven't seen them yet.
Yes.
We haven't seen either guy, so it'll be really interesting to see what they both come out with. And like you said, should be a good one, should be interesting, and we'll get to that later on tonight. But I think it's time. We got to make our player of the game picks. You were correct last night, and I think, thinking about it, if we had to give a guy that was runner-up, I think we give it to maybe one of the pitchers. But if we're picking a hitter, Michael Tatalo, I think, had one of the better games last night. 2 RBIs, so second on the team in RBIs behind John Gazdar. He's in for another big night. We haven't got a starting lineup, but only a few guys here right now on the roster that are solidified starters. I think he should be back in the lineup again, and I think he should be in for another big game. But let me know what you think. Who do you got for your player of the game tonight?
Yes, my player of the game, if you were here at McKean last night, you're going to know his name, because every time you heard his name, you heard loud cheering as well. I'm going to go with Wallace Clark. He had a fan section in the bleachers last night. I caught up with a few of the people. I was like, what's going on? what's going on with Wallace Clark and these fans. Apparently Wallace Clark has some family in Connecticut. They came to McKean Park last night to support him. Really awesome. He had a great night himself. Played in the hot corner, great defensively, and then went 2 for 3 at the plate with an RBI. Like I said, everyone in the lineup essentially was producing. He's one of them. He had a fan section. I'm sure he's feeling good about himself after last night. So I'm expecting him to go get a great game, hopefully a great victory against the Harwich Mariners tonight.
Both picking new guys here.
Yes.
You know, we got the first game jitters out of the way. We both picked returners for last game. Now these guys know what they're doing here. They're ready to go, and they should be in for a big game against Harwich. But I think that's going to do it for the parking lot preview. Head on down to Harwich or check the game out here on YouTube. Check the game out on, I believe, Cape Cod TV.
Yes, Cape Cod TV.
Shout out Huddle, Cape League sponsor. But that's all for us. Check out the game later on. Hopefully the Hawks can come away with another win. Maybe a mercy rule.
Maybe
a mercy rule. We've seen a lot so far. Harwich and Hyannis both seem to like to do it. But thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.